The most expensive tax you will ever pay is not to the government, it is not to inflation, and it is definitely not interest rates. The most expensive tax you pay is the tax on talking. In 2011, a study by the Journal of Applied Psychology analyzed high-stakes negotiation. They found that the person who spoke the most in the first 5 minutes of a deal ended up with the least amount of value 85% of the time. We have been conditioned to believe that the loudest person in the room is the leader. We think that to sell, we must pitch. To convince, we must argue. And to win, we must speak. Now this is a lie. The true masters of power, the oligarchs, the tycoons, the grand strategists, operate like ghosts. They are present, but they are invisible. They do not convince you with words. They destroy you with silence. Today, we are decoding the physics of silence. We will look at how Thomas Edison used a single moment of silence to gain $35,000, the neuroscience behind why your brain panics when the room goes quiet, and how you can use ghost negotiation to get exactly what you want without begging for it. Welcome to Money Mind Stories. Let's go dark. Let's go back to the late 18s. Thomas Edison, the genius inventor, was brilliant at engineering, but terrible at business. He was young, broke, and desperate. He had just invented a new stock ticker, a machine that would revolutionize how Wall Street tracked prices. A powerful company, the Gold and Stock Telegraph Company, wanted to buy it. Edison walked into the meeting with the president of the company, General Lefferts. In his head, Edison had a number. He told his wife that if they offered him $3,000, he would take it. $5,000 was his dream. He was ready to beg for $3,000. General Lefferts looked at the machine. He looked at Edison, and then he asked the question, "How much do you want for it, Mr. Edison?" Edison opened his mouth to say $3,000, but something stopped him. A lump in his throat, fear, or perhaps instinct. He froze. He said nothing. 5 seconds passed. Then, the silence in the room became heavy. It became suffocating. General Lefferts, the powerful executive, started to scream. He interpreted Edison's silence not as fear, but as insult. He thought Edison was offended by the idea of a low price. The general cracked. He broke the silence. "Mr. Edison, I know you put a lot of work into this. How about $40,000? $40,000. In today's money, that is nearly $1 million. Edison almost fainted. He later admitted that he was about to sell it for pennies, but his silence did the negotiation for him. This is the first law of the ghosts. Silence creates a vacuum, and humans are desperate to fill it. Why did the general crack? Was he stupid? Of course not. He was a victim of human biology. Psychologists call this the awkward silence effect, but in game theory, it is known as information asymmetry. When you are talking, you are giving away data. You are revealing your cards. You are telling the other person what you value, what you fear, and what your deadline is. When you are silent, you become a black box. The other person's brain goes into overdrive, trying to predict your next move. The amygdala, the fear center of the brain, activates. It assumes the worst. Does he know something I don't? Is my offer too low? Or is he walking away? To relieve this psychological tension, the other person will start talking. And usually, they will start bidding against themselves. They will offer more money, more time, or more perks just to get you to speak. The ghost negotiator creates the tension on purpose. You aren't being quiet because you are shy. You are being quiet because you are letting them dig their own grave. So, how do you apply this? You don't just zip your mouth and sit there like a statue. That's just weird. You have to use active silence. Here are 3 tactical moves to negotiate like a ghost. Move number 1. The planned pause. After the other person makes an offer or asks a tough question, count to 4 in your head before you respond. 1, 2, 3, 4. Most people reply in less than 0.5 seconds. By waiting 4 seconds, you signal that you are thinking, evaluating, and judging. It makes your eventual answer land with the weight of a hammer. Now that's what it does. Move number 2, the mirror. This is a technique popularized by FBI negotiator Chris Voss. When someone gives you an excuse or a bad offer, don't argue. Just repeat the last 3 words they said as a question, then go silent. For example, them. We can pay you that much because of the budget. You. Because of the budget? Now, watch them scramble to explain the budget, reveal where the money is actually hiding, or admit that the budget isn't the real issue. You force them to reveal the truth without even asking for it. Move number 3, the non-response. In the court of Louis XIV, the Sun King, ministers would bring him terrible problems. Louis would listen to them panic and argue. When they finished, he would look at them and say only 3 words, "I shall see." Then he walked away. In business, when someone tries to pressure you into a decision now, you become the ghost. You say, "I've heard you. I will think about it," and you end the meeting. This removes their leverage. It shows you are willing to walk away. And the person willing to walk away always holds the power. There is a danger here. Some people mistake silence for passivity. They think if they stay quiet, things will just happen. Don't be a swan. A swan looks calm on the top, but underneath, it is kicking frantically to stay afloat. That is fake confidence. You want to be the shark. The shark does not kick frantically. It moves with purpose. It is silent because it is not afraid. If you use silence, but your body language screams insecurity, if you are fidgeting, looking down, or checking your phone, you will be eaten alive. To negotiate like a ghost, your silence must be accompanied with stillness, eye contact, slow movements, controlled breathing. When you combine physical stillness with verbal silence, you project an image of absolute certainty. You trigger a primal instinct in others that says, "This person is the alpha. Do not mess with them." Machiavelli wrote in The Prince, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." In a world of noise, of podcasts, of constant notifications, and endless chatter, silence is a rare commodity. It is a luxury. The next time you are in negotiation, whether it is for salary, a business deal, or even buying a car, resist the urge to fill the void. Ask your price, then shut your mouth. Sit in the discomfort. Let the silence do the heavy lifting. You will be amazed at what people will give you just to hear the sound of your voice again. If you want to learn the specific words, the actual script to use when you finally do decide to speak, you need to master Law 13. Click this video right here to learn how to ask for help without losing your dignity. I'll see you there.